Good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference for Amanda Anisimova. Please raise your hand if you would like to ask a question. Amanda, obviously a tough day for you today, but I mean, overall, the fortnight, there's lots of things you can be proud of.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been such a special 2 weeks for me, and I've enjoyed every moment that, I got to experience out there. So there's a lot of positives I can take with me.
David?
Hi there, Amanda. Could you describe what it is like trying to play against Iga when she's playing like that?
Yeah, I mean, she came out playing very, very well. So all the credit to her, and she was able to really play the game she wanted. I think from my side, I think I was a bit frozen there with my nerves, and maybe the last 2 weeks I got a bit tired or something. But yeah, I mean, she definitely made it difficult for me. So yeah, she's an unbelievable player, as I've said many times, and she deserves this win.
Matt?
Hey, Amanda.
Oh.
Yeah, hey, how are you? I'm just wondering, if you could describe what the last, sort of 2 hours have been like for you, and, you've been on quite a journey through your career, and I was wondering if there's sort of, that perspective on the sun coming up you think is going to help you get through something like this.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit tough to digest, obviously, especially during and right after. It's not how I would have wanted my first Grand Slam final to go, but I think I was a little bit in shock after as well. But I told myself I'll definitely come out stronger after this. I mean, that's not an easy thing to go through, losing 0-0 in a Grand Slam final. But if anything, I can look at it as a positive and something that I can look at as motivation going forward. And obviously, there's a lot of things I need to do to progress.
Matt?
Hi, Amanda. You talk about the nerves that you felt. How much were you feeling that in the build-up to the match, and how much did you start to feel it actually when the match began? I
mean, I was nervous, but it wasn't anything out of this world. If anything, I was more excited to go out there and compete. But yeah, I mean, I didn't practice yesterday, and I think that I was just really fatigued, and I could feel it also in my warm-up this morning. I mean, I had to take a break after every single rally out there in my warm-up. So I think if anything, it's my physicality that I need to work on, and to be able to last 2 weeks in a Grand Slam is definitely something that you need to work a lot on. It's not any easy feat. So yeah, it's just there's a lot of room for improvement, I think. And yeah, if anything, I think it's more experience for me on how to handle nerves, and it's my first Slam final, so at least I have that experience now.
Willie?
Your post-match speech was something that was quite memorable and quite moving. What were your thoughts as you were about to give that speech, and what was it like to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I was getting so overwhelmed with emotion, and I think I was just trying to hold it together, honestly, and it was such a big moment. I was trying to remind myself, this is an incredible moment, and to not try and let that go and get overwhelmed by, all the feelings I was feeling. So I tried to keep it together and swallow all the tears and just speak from my heart, really. There were a lot of things that, I wanted to say, and I felt like my speech was pretty long. But yeah, I just wanted to really take advantage of the moment that I had, and try and forget what had just transpired the previous hour, and just kind of acknowledge everything that I've done the last 2 weeks and all the people that have helped me get there.
Charlie?
And you mentioned there about not feeling great in practice after each rally and things. Was that a particular thing, or was that just fatigue that you were feeling?
No, I think it was overall just fatigue. It's been a long season, and yeah, I think it's just something that I need to work on, and obviously it's my physicality at the end of the day that I need to improve. Yeah, it's just the way I felt. I don't really know what exactly, but yeah, it's just a feeling I had, and I knew that that was kind of a red flag.
Hi Amanda, you were feeling your right shoulder during practice earlier today. Was that hurting your serve speeds during the match, you find?
I mean, it could be possibly a factor. It was definitely hurting a bit in my warm-up. But yeah, I don't really know what was going on with my serve. I mean, I've struggled with my serve, as most people probably can tell by the looks of it and the statistics. It's something I've been trying to work on, and I don't know if it's when nerves come into play that I struggle with my serve. I don't really know what the root cause is there, but I'm sure me and my team will get to the bottom of it, and it's definitely something that I need to work on, because I feel like the last 2 weeks I've dug myself out of so many holes because I've been struggling so much on my first serve, and to honestly make it to the finals of Wimbledon with mediocre serve, I feel like I would say, because I personally don't think it's been above average this whole time. I mean, I obviously have to look back at film, but I feel like I've been fighting my way through with an average serve, so it's definitely an area of improvement.
Bill?
Well, congratulations on a great run over these weeks. There's an American thinker named Marianne Williamson, who you were fond of quoting, and she spoke about pain and how it can burn you up or it can redeem you. Do you think that somehow applies to today, and how do you think you'll bounce back?
Yeah, I love that quote. It's definitely something that I try to live by. Also, I've passed that quote a few times. And for sure, as I said earlier, when I got back to the locker room, I kind of had that switch in my mind of, you know what, this is probably going to make you stronger in the end, and to not really dig myself down or put myself down after today, and just try and focus on how I can come out stronger after this. And yeah, I think it's honestly like a fork in the road. It's whatever direction you want to go in, and I'm going to choose the path of working towards my goals and to try and keep improving, and hopefully put myself in more positions and opportunities like today. And yeah, I think that's going to help me reach my goals.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Amanda. At the end of the match, you were introduced to the Princess of Wales, and she seemed to be consoling you. What did she say, and did it provide any comfort or encouragement for the future?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was such an honor to meet her, and yeah, I wasn't sure if she was going to come out today, if she was going to be there, so it was just really nice to see her, and yeah, she definitely had a few things to say that were making me emotional again. But yeah, she was really kind, and she told me to keep my head high, and don't really want to reveal everything she said to me, but I also spoke to her again after the match because I passed by her, and yeah, she had all the best to say to me, so it was, I guess, it was a positive of today, and I can try and focus on that and not the match.
Eleanor?
Amanda, what helps cheer you up at difficult moments? I don't know, is there a particular food you want to eat, or something you want to watch on TV, or what kind of makes you feel better?
I think just being surrounded by people I love. I obviously have a lot of family here, so I'm really fortunate that they're all here, especially in times like this. Yeah, I think just receiving all the comfort I can tonight will be super helpful, and yeah, I'm just excited to get a few days off and turn my mind off of everything, and yeah, just spend a lot of time with my family and friends, so that'll be nice. I don't really care where we go or what we eat.
Hi, Amanda. You were very emotional when you mentioned your mother during your speech. Could you perhaps elaborate on how important she was for you in your trajectory and in all the build-up to this first Wimbledon final?
Yeah, I mean, my mom has sacrificed so much, so that was why I was getting so emotional, because she's literally done everything she can and more to get me to this point in my life, and same goes for my sister. She would do anything for her kids, so yeah, as I was saying, she's literally the most selfless person that I'll ever meet, and yeah, I just, I'm a very lucky daughter to have her in my life. And yeah, I was just trying to credit her as much as I could because, like, for sure, I would not be in the position I'm in if it wasn't for my mom. So yeah, she just means the world to me and more. So yeah, I couldn't keep it together in that moment.
Just a couple more, Yasmin, and then here.
Hi Amanda, when you play and win a match like you did against Arena a couple of days ago, does it feel like that takes such a mental toll to get over that battle that there's maybe like a drop-off today?
I think because the heat was such a factor in that match, that could potentially be the reason for, you know, my drop in level and focus. Even during that match, I was aware that my level was dropping, and I was making mistakes that I wouldn't normally make because probably the heat and just the physicality of it. So I think for sure, like, it could be a factor of my performance today. But I also don't want to like point fingers or just like blame certain things for how it ended up today or the outcome. I guess I could just reflect on it in the next few days, and yeah, try to prevent what happened today as much as I can going forward.
Okay, last question here.
Hi Amanda, congrats for this incredible 2 weeks. I would like to ask you, what kind of message is this final and this 2 weeks for young players who struggle with different problems?
Wait, sorry, can you
What kind of message is your performance during this 2 weeks for young players who struggle with different kind of problems?
Yeah, I feel like the last 2 weeks, if anything I've learned, it was you're never going to be perfect and every match is different. And I think that I sensed myself getting down on myself. And when I look at certain players like Yannick or Carlos, who I look up to a lot, I feel like they don't make easy mistakes and don't give almost anything to their opponents. So I was, in a sense, looking at certain things in that perspective. But then I also reminded myself nobody's perfect. And I was trying to go into today thinking that, okay, like, I'll accept the mistakes I make. And maybe that wasn't the right way of going into it. But I think, honestly, like, my fighting spirit has gotten me to the final of today. It wasn't me playing perfect in a way. There were matches where I struggled and I wasn't playing to my full potential. But I think just me staying focused and fighting my way through certain moments and focusing and also lifting myself up and trying to not get negative on myself was, like, the most important thing. And I think that's really what got me to the final.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference for the Wimbledon ladies singles champion, Iga Swiatek.
Sounds good.
Please raise your hand if you would like to ask a question. Iga, Wimbledon champion, how does that sound to you?
It sounds amazing, pretty surreal. So, yeah, I'm just appreciating every minute, and I'm just proud of myself because, yeah, who would have expected that?
Carol?
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
What do you think at this moment of your career that this Wimbledon title mean exactly? Is it special? Is it the right timing? What do you think it will mean in your journey?
Well, I don't know what's ahead of me, obviously, so hard to say. But like for sure, it's a lot, you know, especially after a season like with a lot of ups and downs, and you know, a lot of expectations from the outside that I didn't really match. Winning Wimbledon, it's something that is just surreal, and I feel like tennis keeps surprising me, and I keep surprising myself, you know, and I'm really happy with the whole process, how it looked like, you know, from the first day we stepped on a grass court. And yeah, I feel like we did everything, you know, for it to go in that direction without expecting it, just working really hard. So it means a lot, and it gives me a lot of experience, and yeah, I don't even know, you know, I'm just happy.
Ben?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's been a lot of, conversation or doubts about you and your game in the last year or so, and criticism of you or your team or whatever it may be. What kind of statement do you think it is to win Wimbledon at all, and then to do it 6-0, 6-0 in the final? So it's like a very loud answer to any sort of questions about anything.
Well, honestly, the thing is that we as public people and as athletes, we can't, really react to everything what's going on, and we gotta focus on ourselves. Obviously, sometimes it's easier to do that, sometimes it's harder, and for sure the past months, how, the media sometimes described me, and I gotta say, unfortunately, Polish media, how they treated me and my team, it wasn't really pleasant. So I hope they will just leave me alone and let me do my job, because obviously you can see that we know what we're doing, and I have the best people around me. I have already, proved a lot. I know people want more and more, but it's my own process and my own life and my own career. So hopefully I'm going to have a freedom, from them as well, to let me do my job the way I want it.
Faizan?
Hi, congratulations. Where do you rank this Wimbledon title in comparison to your other Grand Slam wins?
Oh my God, that's always the hardest question. I think, well, I don't know. I think the fact that it's on grass, for sure, it makes it more special, I would say, and more unexpected. So for sure, it feels like the emotions are bigger, because on Roland Garros, I know I can play well, and I know I can show it on every year. Here, I wasn't sure of that, and I also needed to prove that to myself. So for sure, I'm not gonna rank them, because I have so much also respect to the other tournaments, and I worked really hard, to win all the other slams. So there's no point to choose between them. But this one and the US Open for sure feel like just, I don't know, just better, because no one expected that, and it wasn't a relief, it was more of just good tennis and working to make it happen, without this baggage on your shoulders.
Matt?
Iga, well done.
Thank you.
Is it just so much easier to come into a tournament as the number 8 seed, and like you said, no one expecting anything? How did that play into your experience of the last 2 weeks?
Well, honestly, it's not about the rankings, it's about what place you are at the moment, and my ranking I wasn't number 1 from the beginning of the year, so I for sure I missed that, and I would love it to be differently, but other girls, played amazing tournaments. I didn't play China Swing, so obviously I knew that my ranking is not going to be high, especially when I have so many points to defend on clay. But I would say really, especially here, it didn't really matter, because I focused so much on just developing as a player and figuring out how to play better on grass that my mind was busy with that instead of points and rankings.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How will you celebrate this evening?
I don't know.
Not eating pasta and strawberry.
Well, I'm gonna go with something more crazy than pasta and strawberries, but I don't know. I heard I have 2 hours of media, so first I'm gonna focus on that, and then we'll see. I don't know what the team and my family is up to, because they've been already celebrating for 2 hours, so they're at a different stage, I would say, but I'll join them for sure.
Rachel?
Congratulations, Iga.
Thank you.
You spoke about the first day that you stepped on grass this time. Can you say when exactly that was, and what this grass court season and grass has taught you about yourself?
Well, I gotta check my calendar, but it was on 12th of June. So yeah, I had 5 days of really solid practice in Mallorca, and then went to Bad Homburg to continue and to play some points with other girls, and then matches, obviously. But for sure, I feel like the process has been a little bit better with us going to Mallorca, and just the quality of the practices was much better on like real grass courts, that were used later on for a tournament. Oh, sorry. Sure.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
Your Polish nationality seems very important to you. Can you just talk about how special it is to be the first ever Polish champion of Wimbledon? And also, if I may, can I just ask if you could share what the Princess of Wales said to you after your victory?
Well, I for sure me being Polish, it's a big part of me. So, but I wouldn't say that I don't know my country needed that, because we also had so many players playing well on grass. I mean, not so many. Agnieszka, obviously, and doubles players as well, and Janek in mixed doubles, recently. So, I think Poland didn't lack success on grass in tennis because of them, and especially because of Agnieszka, because it was singles, and it was her favorite surface, So yeah, but for sure, I hope I will inspire someone. And what was the other part?
What the Princess of Wales said to you after your victory?
Well, on court, she just congratulated, and she told me some nice stuff about the performance. Later on, I don't remember really, because I was too overwhelmed. I didn't want to do any faux pas, and I wanted to behave well. So, but overall, the process of getting the trophy from Her Royal Highness was something surreal, and since I'm a kid, honestly, I'm a big fan of the royal family. So it was amazing, and I really appreciate that, and I'm really grateful that it was Her Royal Highness giving the trophy.
Tim, is it? Structure? Yeah.
Congratulations, Iga. Some of the games you've played recently in the last few days reminded me of that streak you were on 3 years ago, when you were winning virtually in 2 sets every time. Did you feel shocked that you're doing that now on the grass, in terms of sort of victory score lines?
Shocked would be too big of a word, but for sure I was surprised with the consistency. I knew I can do it before, but I don't think I ever served so well throughout the whole 3 weeks, even, because Bad Homburg also was a great tournament in terms of that. It was always kind of more up and down, so I was just going with it, I like using the feeling, the good feeling that I had on the court, and for sure it felt great. And I know in my mind I can be focused. I'm not gonna waste points, and I'm not gonna let them go for free. So this I knew, but for sure my level of tennis helped me to keep that on a consistent level.
Okay, 2 more ago. Yeah.
Iga, congratulations. You won 24 out of 29 final you played all over your career, sometimes with shocking in the good way of the meaning performances. Which one's the secret?
Sorry, which?
Which is the secret?
Oh.
In the final to be, such an amazing level. It's more mental, it's more, I'm kind of curious because it's kind of unique number.
I think tennis is a mental sport, so but also you need everything to win tournaments, like good tennis, good physicality, being also not tired, and having good matches before, so you don't spend too much time on the court. Having great focus, because obviously the finals sometimes are, when I watched other players playing, I could see the difference in the level. Some finals sometimes are a bit ugly because there's so much stress and everything, so I kind of used the experience from before. I just wanted to enjoy the time that I had on a center court and enjoy the last hours of me playing well on grass, because who knows if it's going to happen again. and I just focused on that, and I really had fun. And obviously, I was stressed as anybody would be, but I wanted to just do my job, and that's it.
Okay, Chris?
You've talked about it being unexpected that you win on grass. A lot of us have talked about the fact that you haven't had that many good results. But you were the girls' singles champion here 7 years ago. You were a quarter-finalist 2 years ago. You've been world number one for a long time. Have we all, perhaps including you, made too much of this idea that you can't play on grass?
Well, even if, like, finally no one was, like, telling me to win everything. So coming here, yeah, as I said at the beginning, like, I could really focus on getting better and developing as a player rather than everybody's just just asking me to win, and nothing is good besides winning, So even if it was too big of a story, I kind of enjoyed that because the expectations were a bit lower.
Okay, thank you. We're going to switch to Polish questions now.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Iga, дуже przepraszam za wzruszenia. Powiem 2 zdania, nie będzie to pytanie, ale muszę. Przyjeżdżam tutaj od 92 roku. Nie miałem tu do odwagi marzyć o takim dniu jak dzisiejszy. Byłoby to z pogranicza science fiction, więc powiem to krótko. Dziękuję.
Ja dziękuję za wsparcie. Naprawdę.
Wielkie gratulacje. W ogóle
Dziękuję.
Niesamowita sprawa, ale jakbyś mogła opisać jakkolwiek twoje emocje, które ci towarzyszyły i przed rozpoczęciem tego finału, i po rozpoczęciu tego finału, no i i po zakończeniu tego finału, i co to dla ciebie znaczy być w ogóle mistrzynią Wimbledonu?
No przyznam, że ten czas oczekiwania od półfinału do rozgrzewki chociażby i do tego momentu, gdzie już byłam faktycznie zajęta meczem, no nie był najłatwiejszy, bo dużo myśli pojawia się w głowie. Właściwie zasypia się z jakimiś wizjami, które nie do końca zawsze pomagają, bo warto mimo wszystko powstrzymywać te swoje wyobrażenia. Więc cieszę się, że właśnie zrobiłam dużą robotę, żeby po prostu skoncentrować się na pracy i cały czas pracowałam w swojej głowie, żeby przeformułować wszystko, żeby nie przywiązywać się do tego, co mi tam głowa podpowiada i po prostu wyjść na ten mecz i być gotowa i właśnie tak jak mówiłam w tej angielskiej części, po prostu cieszyć się każdą minutą, niezależnie od tego, czy to jest finał, czy pierwsza runda, po prostu korzystać z tego, że dobrze się czuję na tej trawie no i to właśnie robiłam od początku meczu. Potem po prostu szłam za ciosem, bo też widziałam, że Amanda była trochę zestresowana i że ja miałam dużo okazji do tego, żeby właśnie budować presję i cały czas naciskać, więc na tym się skupiłam. W trakcie meczu właściwie nie myślałam o wyniku, bo to wiedziałam, że to jedynie może mnie rozproszyć. A po meczu to przyznam, że nadal jestem w takim szoku, zwłaszcza właśnie, że ten finał wyglądał tak, jak wyglądał i tak szybko się skończył. Po prostu jeszcze nie do końca do mnie dotarło, więc myślę, że potrzebuję chwili.
Iga, obiecałaś...
No, sorry.
Iga, wiem, że nie stawiasz sobie celów takich czysto wynikowych, że chcesz ten czy tamten turniej wygrać, ale czy jak patrzysz wstecz, to wygrany szlem czyni, że tak powiem, niemal z automatu dany sezon udanym?
Tak, bez dwóch zdań. No myślę, że to jest coś po prostu, co zostaje na całe życie i nie wiem, to nie jest ranking, który można zgubić albo jakiś inny tytuł, gdzie pozostałe turnieje są jakby tak samo ważne, tylko no faktycznie zwycięstwo w wielkim szlemie jest ponad to.
Iga, ja chciałem Cię przede wszystkim zapytać o to, bo tak mówiłaś już troszkę w tej części angielskiej o randze tego sukcesu, tego wielkoszlemowego turnieju tutaj w Londynie i rzeczywiście powiedziałabyś tutaj też w tej polskiej części, że ze względu na to, że to jest ta nawierzchnia, że to jest ta taka trudniejsza do tej pory dla Ciebie, tak, na której mniej czułaś się komfortowo, ten Twój tenis wyglądał inaczej, że nadajesz temu trofeum tę rangę numer 1.
Numer 1 ciężko ocenić, szczerze mówiąc, bo pamiętam też turniej US Open, które było bardzo ciężkie od początku właściwie i tam przekopałam się przez dużo takich problemów albo dużo niepewności i wygrałam. To też dało mi ogromnie dużo. tutaj faktycznie po prostu totalnie się nie spodziewałam tego, więc też ciężko mi taki ranking zrobić, no bo jest dużo czynników po prostu. Właśnie na Rolandzie te oczekiwania, które zawsze są, gdzie właściwie jak wygrałam w 23, to właściwie nie czułam się szczęśliwa, tylko czułam ulgę, bo wszyscy oczekiwali. W 24 trochę bardziej się cieszyłam i udało mi się właśnie cały ten proces tak docenić, zwłaszcza, że prawie odpadłam z turnieju w drugiej rundzie. A tutaj, no nie wiem, jeszcze po prostu będę potrzebowała chwilę czasu, żeby na to spojrzeć z perspektywy. Ale wciąż myślę, że jak już chcecie coś ciekawego usłyszeć, to oddałabym jednego szlema za złoty medal olimpijski.
Ale nie tego.
Już nie będę wybierała.
Iga, czy nie masz trochę takiego wrażenia, że masz déjà vu? Bo ja trochę tak mam, jakbyśmy się cofnęli do roku 2018. Ja pamiętam, twój ojciec opowiadał, że pojechaliście wtedy na turniej juniorski na Roland Garros, żeby go wygrać. I skończyło się to porażką po matchballu z Katie McNally. I potem przyjechałaś trochę, tak przynajmniej twierdził twój ojciec, nie wiem, to prosiłbym o komentarz, że jakby rezerwowo na Wimbledon, który wygrałaś. I czy... Nie, to jest złe określenie, ale czy ten rok ci trochę tego nie przypomina? Przegrałaś w półfinale Rolanda Garrosa, przyjechałaś tutaj bez większych oczekiwań i wygrałaś.
Znaczy, no na pewno wtedy w 2018 byłam bardzo rozczarowana tym półfinałem na Rolandzie i przyjechałam bardzo zmotywowana i właściwie też jakby ciężko pracowałam, żeby grać jak najlepiej, ale nie oczekiwałam zbyt dużo, więc właściwie też mam podobne odczucia. Faktycznie drugi raz po przegranej w półfinale na Rolandzie tutaj wygrywam, więc jest to po prostu ciekawe, ale myślę, że że ta historia juniorska jest jednak zupełnie inna i to, że teraz wygrałam, no jest po prostu, no nie wiem, po prostu dla mnie czymś ogromnym, zmieniającym trochę życie, więc po prostu się cieszę.
Iga, gratulacje fantastycznego meczu i wspaniałego turnieju. Ja chciałem zapytać o mentalny aspekt tego, co tutaj się wydarzyło, bo raz to wygrać mecz, dwa to wygrać turniej, co dla Ciebie nie jest niczym nowym, a jakby trzy to radzić sobie z presją faworytek. Tu też drabinka ułożyła się tak, że w każdym meczu byłaś faworytką, mierzysz się z tym niemal od samego początku Twojej kariery. Jakbyś tak w skrócie mogła powiedzieć o tej mentalnej pracy. Ja wiem, że to jest długi i trudny proces, ale też jaką rolę w tym odegrała Daria Abramowicz i cały Twój sztab?
No, to nie jest tak, że taki dobry turniej się wydarzył pierwszy raz, więc faktycznie ta praca, którą wykonujemy, no ja wiem, że ona przynosi rezultaty i okej, czasami jest łatwiej, czasami jest trochę ciężej, czasami ja popełnię jakiś błąd albo na przykład, tak jak trochę na początku sezonu, będę miała zły sposób myślenia o swoim tenisie albo o tym, co chcę osiągnąć. Więc, ale ja wiem, że to wszystko, co mi mówi mój team i to, jak pracuję z Darią, to jakby ma ogromny sens i jest jakby częścią takiego dłuższego procesu. To, co powiedziałam zresztą na korcie po wygraniu, że to, że mam po prostu większość osób w moim zespole zna mnie od lat i mamy takie zaufanie w stosunku do siebie, że oni też wiedzą, czego ja potrzebuję w danym momencie. No, to jest dla mnie po prostu bezcenne i no i bez nich, bez ustań nie byłoby mnie tutaj, bez ich doświadczenia, więc i pod tym względem mentalnym i fizycznym, no naprawdę zrobiliśmy super robotę i bez tego nie byłoby mnie tutaj. A jeśli chodzi o to, w jakim stylu ten turniej wyglądał, to powiedziałabym, że właściwie już od Rolanda trochę ja przycisnęłam, jeśli chodzi o skoncentrowanie się na tym właśnie, jak mam pracować ze sobą w głowie, no bo prawda jest taka, że wszyscy mogą mi doradzać, jakby Daria może mi coś powiedzieć, ale jednak to ja muszę to zrealizować i powiedziałabym, że to, co się tutaj wydarzyło, już zaczęło się właśnie kilka tygodni temu i to był taki po prostu statement, który to potwierdził, ale ogólnie wszystkie te turnieje były udane no i jestem po prostu szczęśliwa, że się wzięłam w ten sposób do roboty.
Last one if it's very quick.
Igo, ogromne gratulacje i przepraszamy, jak nie całkowicie zawsze wierzyliśmy w to. To jest wielkie osiągnięcie. Ale chciałem Cię zapytać, jakie w tym osiągnięciu szczytu na Wimbledonie, jakie masz pamięci pierwsze Wimbledonu z telewizji, czy oglądałaś jako dziecko? Kiedy pierw poznałaś Wimbledon i jaki był ważny, jak byłaś pierw młoda i pierw myślałaś o tenisie?
No, wydaje mi się, że pierwszy raz myślałam o tym, gdy Roger i Rafa grali ten finał w 2008, no ale miałam wtedy 7 lat, więc niewiele pamiętam. Ale tak świadomie to pierwszy raz oglądałam chyba dopiero ten finał Rogera i Nowaka w 19... Nie. No w ten z tymi matchballami Rogerowa. Tak, w 19, więc trochę późno, ale już po tym jak sama tutaj grałam juniorskie turnieje, ale no przyznam, że to nie jest tak, że ja oglądałam też cały czas, więc raczej byłam po prostu skupiona na sobie, na swoim tam procesie dziecięcym i no Wimbledon zawsze też właśnie tak jak powiedziałam na korcie był dla mnie czymś takim abstrakcyjnym, nie do końca osiągalnym, więc tym bardziej doceniałam ten wynik.
Okay, thank you. If the Polish media would like to make their way to the stage.
Yes.
Or a
Yes, for sure.